Today, we're talking about a treatment that is so revolutionary, it's being called a cure for certain types of cancer. But what happens when that cure comes with a price tag that's just completely out of reach for almost everyone? Well, that's the story we're diving into, a groundbreaking therapy and the massive global divide it's creating. Just imagine hearing those words. After years of fighting a relentless disease, you finally hear the word curable. This quote from a patient named Miss Sue really gets to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's this incredible spark of hope, a light at the end of a very, very dark tunnel. So, what exactly is this revolutionary treatment? It's called CAR T cell therapy. And you have to understand, this is a total game changer in how we fight blood cancers, things like lymphoma and leukemia. It's not chemotherapy, it's not radiation, it's something else entirely. Okay, so here's the wild part. Doctors literally take your own immune cells out of your body, they take them to a lab, and they genetically engineer them to be these elite cancer-hunting assassins. Then they put them back in your body. It's not just a drug, it's a living, personalized army designed to track down and destroy your specific cancer. And the success rates, they've been absolutely astonishing. But here's the catch. For all its incredible promise, this cure comes with an astronomical price tag, especially in the West. And that creates this heartbreaking situation where the cure exists, but for so many people, it might as well be on another planet. Just take a look at these numbers, seriously. In the United States, a single infusion can run you close to $500,000. And that's not even the total bill. With all the associated care, you're easily looking at over $700,000. Now, look over at China or India. The same kind of treatment can be a tiny fraction of that cost. We're not talking about a small discount here. This is a life or death difference. And seeing it like this as a bar chart really drives the point home, doesn't it? The costs in the US and Europe just tower over what a patient might pay in China. This is exactly why people who are desperate for a cure are starting to look all over the world for an answer. So let's talk about China, because this isn't a story about settling for a cheap alternative. No way. This is about a country that has poured resources into becoming a global leader in this field. We're talking about a powerhouse of research and application, a place that's combining cutting-edge medical tech with affordability. And what does that leadership actually look like? Well, it looks like this number, over 400. That's how many CAR T clinical trials are active in China right now. That is more than any other country in the world. They are completely all in on this technology. And here's the kicker. The results speak for themselves. The success rates for CAR T in China are right up there between 70 and 90%. That's on par with the outcomes you'd see in the very best Western hospitals. So you're getting comparable, world-class results for a fraction of the cost. And this might be the most critical factor of all. When you're dealing with aggressive, fast-moving cancers, time is everything. Waiting several months for treatment, which is pretty common in the West, is a luxury most patients simply don't have. In China, that wait can be cut down to just a few weeks. That speed can literally be the difference between life and death. All right, so let's zoom in a bit. Let's go from the national level to a specific place that's on the front lines of all this. We're talking about Ruijin Hospital in Shanghai. It's become a world-renowned center of excellence for CAR T therapy. The track record at Ruijin is just incredible. They've treated over 116 lymphoma patients with CAR T. At the 3-month mark, they're seeing an 80% complete remission rate. But it's not just about the numbers. They have what's called a multidisciplinary team approach. This means you have experts from oncology, neurology, cardiology, you name it, all working together on a single patient's case. It is truly personalized, comprehensive care. But stats are just stats, right? To really understand the impact, let's talk about a real person. This is the story of Mrs. Xu. She was the 100th lymphoma patient to get CAR T treatment at Ruijin Hospital, and her journey is just wow. This is what Ms. Yu said after her cancer came back, and this time it was more aggressive. Her local doctors basically told her there wasn't much they could do. Can you imagine? When your doctor loses confidence, you lose all hope. She was at the end of her rope. So look at this timeline. It shows her unbelievable turnaround. After that devastating relapse in 2023, she finds her way to Ruijin Hospital. She gets her CAR T infusion in November. And just 3 months later, her checkup confirms complete remission. The cancer was gone. And that 3-month mark is so, so important. Medically speaking, if a patient stays in remission for over 3 months after this therapy, there is a 90% chance they're on the path to a complete cure. This isn't just about buying more time. This is about a long-term, life-saving solution. But if you need the ultimate proof point, this is it. The very first patient in China's CAR-T clinical trials, she was treated right there at Ruijin Hospital, all the way back in 2018. And today, she's entering her 6th year of being completely cancer-free. You know, in the world of cancer treatment, hitting that 5-year survival mark is a massive milestone. It's often the point where doctors start using the word cured. For Ruijin's first patient to have blown past that mark, well, it just proves the incredible long-term power of what they're doing. And that brings us back to Miss Sue. Her experience completely transformed her. Now she volunteers her time to share her story, to give other patients the same confidence and hope that she thought she had lost forever. It's just a beautiful, full circle moment. So when you step back and look at all of this, what does it mean for the big picture? I mean, this is bigger than just one hospital or one treatment. This signals a major, major shift in the entire global landscape of healthcare. Here's the key takeaway. The old idea that the absolute best, most advanced medical care is only available in the West, that idea is being seriously challenged. Countries like China are proving that you can have both high-tech innovation and accessibility. They're creating a whole new model for the rest of the world to look at. And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about. As these new medical miracles keep getting more and more expensive in some places, are we heading toward a future where patients will have to travel the globe to find life-saving care they can actually afford? It's definitely something we all need to consider.